Alright guys, welcome to the channel. We are here. We're getting ready to make a mold for this piece right here. I found this at Target and I was like, you know what, this will be perfect for my little resin cups, because none of the molds that we buy online that has the cups, they don't fit the little resin cups. So when I saw this, I was like, this would be perfect to fit my little small little resin cups. So we're gonna make a mold for it. They had several and I was like, you know what, I can buy one, and I've already put some resin on top of it to make it shiny because I want my mold to be shiny. And so we're gonna get ready to make a mold for this. I'm super excited. So let's get started. We're gonna set this to the side while I already pre-cut some foam boards for my sides and the top. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to set this inside because I want to make sure that I have enough room around the sides to glue everything down. So I have my trusty little hot glue gun here, and we're gonna get ready to glue our box so that we can mold this thing together. So I'm just putting some glue down the side here. And I'm going to set this first piece down. I'll come back and re-secure it with more glue. But right now we just want to get it down. And that's the first part. So this will be one of the second parts. So we're going to go ahead, and on this time I'm going to put the glue right on the piece. And set this down right where I need this to be. And again, you can come back and I want my mold to be as straight as possible, a straight square. And we'll come back and secure it once we get everything where we want it. And so that would be this one. I'm just going to straighten them up. These were some pieces I had left over from another project. So we just want to make sure that everything is nice and straight as we can possibly get it, just so that the mold will be a nice looking mold. It don't look, you know, funky. And we're gonna attach this one right on down. Again, we'll come back and secure it a little bit better once we get it framed. Okay, so like this one, we don't need this much, so I'm gonna try to cut some of it. Frame that right in there like so. Fill it up, put some more glue. And set that right in there where we want it. Okay, now we can take our piece out, set it to the side, and then I'm just going to come back and hit these corners, making sure that they are secured. And I think I'm going to come from the outside. I'm going to go around the sides. We're going to go around the outside so that the glue don't adhere or leave an imprint inside the mold. So we'll come from the outside to keep the box nice and clean. We don't want the resin to come out under no circumstances. So you just want to go back and secure all the seams from the outside. So you're making sure that no resin is seeping through when no silicone seeps through when we put it in here and get ready to pour it into our make our mold. We'll make sure it's nice and secure. Okay, and that's looking good so far. So that's the first step, is to make the box for us to put the mold, to make the mold with. Now I'm just gonna wipe my project down really good, making sure that everything is looking like I want it to look. And now I'm going to place this inside. Right where I would want it. And I'm going to probably double tape it down so that it'll stick. So hold tight. Okay, I put the double-sided tape on here. Now I'm trying to peel the backing off, which is a little tricky. Alright, we got it. And then I'm going to set this in here. And that's kind of sticking it down. Okay. Alright, so the next thing I gotta do is prepare some silicone. And we're going to come back and fill it. Okay, so hold tight. Alright guys, so we are back with our frame for our little shot glass holder that we're going to make a mold for. And I taped it down in there. And now we're going to get ready to pour or mix the silicone, which I have right here. And this is just it says Star Soul World. This is the brand that I got off of Amazon. This is a silicone kit. And so we're going to go ahead and get the cups out, which these cups, we won't be using those. And they have like some little squeeze tops or whatever that we can use for the bottles. if we want, that comes in here. And then you have the part A and a part B, right? And so I'm assuming it's probably going to use up the majority of both of these because it's a small kit. You have some stirring things here to stir it up and mix it up, some mixing sticks, and just some little pamphlets, 10% off. We'll use that because we're probably going to need another kit for another project. And then just some stirring sticks. Put those with the other ones. And I'm assuming this probably is a set of gloves, probably. But we don't need these. But I'm assuming that's probably what those is. So we'll set them to the side and use them for just like a little travel kit or something like that. That you can use for just first aid or whatnot. So I'm going to get some gloves over here so we can go ahead and mix up this silicone. And then we're going to get this poured and get ready to see what we have all together, right? So this is the second mold that I'm going to make. I made a bigger one. So this one is not as big, but it is definitely gonna be a nice mixture. It's not as big as the toilet seat that we made or did. It's not as big as that one, of course, but it's a nice size. I would say a medium size. I'm just gonna clean out my cup here to make sure that there's nothing down in here to mess up my mixture. And make sure it's cleaned out. This cup has been sitting. So make sure it's good and clean. And I believe this is a silicone cup. All right. So we got our cup here. We have our two kits, and I'm gonna start with our A. Crack that open real quick, like so, like that. I like that. Okay, and so I don't want to, sorry if I hit the camera, sorry about that. But I see some debris in there, and I just want to make sure there's nothing in here. Because this mold has been sitting for a minute. Okay, so we have the A. And this is a total of 10 ounces. So I want to use maybe half of it, 5. I don't think it's going to take the whole thing, but we're going to use about yeah, we're going to probably need this whole thing. We're just going to go ahead and do the whole thing. So this will should give us about 2 cups, which I'm hoping should be enough. So that's the A. I'm draining that out. And that's probably just a smidgen over a cup. And then this is the B. Crack this B open. This is the B. Uh-oh. And then we're just going to go ahead and put the whole B in there. It should give us about 2 cups. Yep. And I will link the description box link the silicone in the description box below. Just give me a minute. Y'all know it take me a minute to put all the stuff in there, so just give me a second. I should have it hopefully by tomorrow. Okay, now with the silicone, I'm gonna use this knife because you don't want to use a silicone spatula to stir it. So I'm gonna use this knife to stir it up and to mix it up, because it'll just wipe right off once it dries. I don't know if this is going to be enough, but we're going to try to see if it's going to be enough to make this mold. And it looks like it's not. Almost. 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 Just, it would have been. Close, but not quite. All right, so that is that. And almost, but not quite, guys. Maybe like if it had just a little bit more. So we're gonna have to get another little kit. I thought that would have been enough, but it's not, to fill it. But y'all get the gist of it. So we'll get some more silicone, and we'll go ahead and fill it up. We'll cover it where it's almost there. Give me a second. Give me a second, fudge. But it's almost there, guys. I'm gonna let that sit and we'll come right back. All right, guys, we are back with our finished mold here. We're gonna go ahead and demold it and see what we have. And I'm just gonna go ahead and start to tear away the foam pieces, because we really had these glued down pretty good. So I'm just gonna tear away the foam pieces like so. And peel back as much as I can. And it's giving me a nice solid structure. And it's not hard to peel off, but it comes off. So that is pretty much the mold. So we're gonna flip it upside down. And what I'm gonna do here is, well, it is tearing easily around. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my scissors and I'm gonna just cut. Can you, yeah, y'all can see it. I'm gonna just cut along the edge here to get that out. It's been a minute since I posted a video. Life has been lifing, guys, and yeah, I will be posting a video explaining what I'm going through. It will not be a crafting video, but for those of you who want to watch it, you're welcome to do so. Just kind of let you know what I've been going through these last couple months, and how I'm surviving. Yeah, that part. So I'm just cutting right along the edge, and this is just removing the excess or axis, or however you want to say it, around the edge of the mold. And I'm going to turn it this way because I'm left-handed and I tend to cut a little bit better from this direction. And some of it is so thin it's just tearing off, so that's cool too. And then we're going to possibly pour something in it and see if it made a correct product. And if so, then we're good to go. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing. Thank you guys for hanging in here with me. I appreciate it. Thank y'all for y'all prayers. Those of you that have been praying and wishing me best, I appreciate you guys sending love. Some of you follow me on Instagram and whatnot, so I know by some of my posts and things you know that I'm dealing with some stuff. So I appreciate your love, support, likes, and shares. All of that good stuff. Okay, so we have cut all of the excess out of the mold. Now we're going to demold it, okay? I'm just going to loosen it up all the way around, like so. And then we're going to pop it all the way out. And that looks like it's going to give me a good image. And so we're going to go ahead. It's shiny, so that's good. That's what we want. And I'm just taking off some of these corners. But that's pretty much it. I can go around here and make it look a lot neater around the edges. And then we're going to come back and do a project with it. I don't know if I have enough resin, but we're going to do a project. See if it works. I'm just cleaning up the edges. But that's pretty much the mold. And there you have it. Catch part 2 when we do actually make the image that we molded. And we can see what we have as a result. Okay, thanks for watching. Thanks for like, share, subscribe. You saw it here. Come back for part 2.